Welcome or welcome back to the Light Renegades. My name is Starr, and apologies everyone, I wasn't expecting to be filming so late in the day, so apologies for the light or lack thereof. I was told to bring forward this expression for you all this evening. So I want to say, if you are here for the first time, please enter into the space with an open mind and an open heart. We are coming to a time at a crossroads over on the Light Renegades. We've been feeling this energy building for some time, and the Angelic Council, confirmed this. There has been other channelings that have been shaping this expression also. But if you are here and you are wondering why I find myself, channeling an Angelic Council, you can head over to the playlist and see a playlist titled Starr, which is a little bit more about me, my expression here as a Pleiadian Starseed, and what that's meant for me in my expanse at this time, what I've been through, and my expression of my 3D life, my 5D life somewhere, and the fractals of me that exist in this present given moment is what I want to share. But I've been having to purge a lot of energy of late within my physical body, within my energetic body, within my emotional body, to even be able to bring this information forward. And I have come forward in this expression with the utmost amount of hesitancy and I guess ultimate fear somewhere, because I know the topics that we are going to be delving into in this space is going to be things that perhaps haven't been spoken about before, aspects that I think the collective weren't ready to face. And this is not the first time over here, over on the Light Renegades, we stick a massive trigger warning on all of our content because we deal with a lot of shadow, we deal with a lot of taboo and aspects that, I think people find difficult to discuss at some moments in their expression and in their journey. So if you are delving into this space with us, please go easy on yourself. And your expression of whom you are at this time. Please really delve into if this space is going to be for you. I'm going to say that to everyone that is here and that has been here with us for a little while. You would feel into the energy of this message that I'm going to read for you today, this channeling that I'm going to read for you, if partaking on the rest of this series is going to be for you or not. And it very much felt like there was a strong essence of that being brought forward from the Angelic Council. But the Angelic Council at this time is fronted by Metatron, Michael, and Lucifer. And I know that Lucifer splits the crowd somewhere, but over on the Light Renegades, we see this energy as, ultimate light and ultimate darkness at the exact same time. And it's about how you engage with that entity in your present given space, in your expansion of your soul's expression. I guess where you find yourself in your expression of self too, in the here and now, and lives that once was, and DNA coding is also what I want to share. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this channeling because I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, and I think we'll answer a lot of questions that some of you might have had as well. But today's channeling from the Angelic Council was titled We Apologize, and they start with, thank you, dear souls. We know so many of you have questions at this time over so many aspects that have been brought forward to your expression and your understanding. We wish to share that we have been dealing with many aspects of your realms of light, having to come into fine attunement with what is happening in your realm, in your movements within correlation to the upper realms and boots on the ground. We wish to put your mind at ease and say that everything is always being taken care of. You need not worry where you are. So many of you are engaging with all layers at all times. So many of you fractals or parts of a bigger force, a wider community. Your realm and life merely an expression of a very small fractal of a larger aspect that you are connected to. We try and bring forward expression that will be easy for you to digest. However, moving forward, we see there is no room for this possibility. So many of you have questions far beyond that which we anticipated. So many of you eager to learn more and understand so much more. Please know that we do not cap your understanding for the collective efforts. We know many of you have had this question in mind, which I found interesting. We allow for all information to be brought forth when it is in alignment for the greatest good of all, where you find yourself willing to receive. This is why it is paramount that you understand exactly where you are in your expression and expanse, and are delving into aspects that feel that they are truly aligned with your soul's essence and will. We will repeat that again, especially where you find yourself now. You have been warned that moving forward, the Light Renegade space may indeed not be for you. We ask that you all keep in mind that we as a collective are sharing information in this space that is of benefit to those whom we know at a soul's essence will align with it here. This is why you may follow a specific teaching for some time, then fall off or seek out a different understanding. However, we know that this is not the case within the Bible and many strict sects of doctrine and religion. Moving forward, we'll be sharing our expression of what exactly has been going on in specific religious understandings and how some may be helpful and in the same light unhelpful to your most authentic expression within the space of the ascension process. This will, of course, touch on topics such as the negative reptilian order and just exactly what angels are and why we are here and ever existed. which has me with the most amounts of fear with that one. We are coming to you with information regarding the start of all creation, then taking it back to a step even further. Yes, this is here. You will learn more, and this is the message that is the precipice for all that is to come. Take note of where you are in your journey, and if it is all aligned for you, we'll be back with you next week. Take care for now, dear souls. We see each of you. We are always here to provide support and guidance. Have no fear. Truly, we wish for none of you to have any fear. We will leave you with this soul's expression of all that she's been experiencing of late. This will be what is coming forth for so many of you to come. It is time. And I wasn't entirely sure what they were wanting me to bring forward with regards to this message and this channeling today. But then I remembered something that happened over this weekend. I've been purging a lot of energy in my spaces. I've been purging out a lot to do with past lifetimes and karmic aspects and karmic contracts that I've been dealing with. Some pretty dark and, I guess, expressions of things that are not of light is all I want to share at this moment in time. I'm definitely sitting in a space of where I want to be sharing, a little bit more with you all about what's been happening for me at a personal level. I feel like it's incredibly tender and sensitive to me in some aspects somewhere. So I'm seeing if it's, in alignment for the highest good of everyone in this collective to be bringing it forward in such a public platform. But I'm going to sit with that and share if it feels aligned in time. But I think that what the Angelic Council wanted me to bring forward is that I've started to see, angelic figures, angelic expressions stepping forward towards me. And I've had the expression of angels step forward before. I've seen them in my mind's eye as like an, an energy of sorts, like a fractal of, as an expression of, shimmers of energy somewhere. But in my dream time, angels have started to become a much more tangible expression to me. And something that I've been experiencing on the multifaceted understanding of what angels could possibly be, and seeing them in all realms, all space, and all time. And I want to share that in the astral realm, I seem to receive most entities as almost like humanoid forms. But when I'm in my any given space, in my day-to-day life, it's more of an energetic expression. But that being said, over this past weekend, I've been seeing a lot more beings in my 3D plane of existence with my own, 3D eyes, and not in my mind's eye, not an expression of, not sat in vision. They've been here with my 3D eyes, and that has been a whole new layer of understanding for me. I've seen expressions before, but not to the capacity that I've been experiencing this weekend. And my vision has been the kind of the last thing to come online for me. And I know that this is part of this expanse. So to those that might have been teetering on the edge of, is this my space for me? Have you been called to the angels of late? Have you been feeling like a much stronger connection with the angels? Perhaps Metatron, perhaps Michael, perhaps Lucifer somewhere. This might be an indication that this space is going to be for you. I'm not entirely sure exactly what is going to be brought forward with regards to which religious and doctrines, sects, and expressions of spirituality somewhere, because I do feel like it's just going to be spirituality across the board that is being brought forward too in this space. I guess, maybe not the religions that we're perhaps thinking of necessarily all connecting to the Bible. I think it's just going to be across all space and time, which, I am excited about somewhere, but I know that I'm putting myself in the firing line for a lot of disruption, a lot of triggering in this space, and it's not going to be the first time, but for some reason and somewhere, this feels like, the biggest undertaking that I'm going to have to take of late over on the Light Renegades. So please, go gracious in your comments and in your expressions and your understanding on this space. I very much do want to keep this open as a community space. I know that I've locked off comments on some aspects prior to this, with the expression of me, channeling Jeffrey Epstein somewhere, because I knew that that was just going to perhaps breed a ground for not helpful understandings in many aspects of that. But I want to keep this space open. So please be respectful and mindful of everyone that is in this space. And please know, if you are coming here with a specific understanding of, your religious space right now, we are open to anyone with open arms. We are open to all expressions over here. There is nothing that I'm going to tell you where I think you are running your expression, or, there is only one right way to do any of this expanse. This is merely the expression where I find myself in my personal expression of expanse, where, the Light Renegades find themselves in their personal expression of expanse. So it's going to be up to you to understand if this space with us moving forward is going to be for you. And all of these aspects are all, linking into each other at some point as well, with regards to magic, with regards to spirituality, what that means, the angelic realm, the spiritual realm, the darker aspects of all of this, and the most extreme aspects of all of this in light. And it's all just a fabric of expressions that we have perhaps lived in other aspects before, but not to the full capacity of where we were understanding it then. And this is going to be a reawakening of expressions that we have lived through before, that we have been told before, but perhaps has been, erased from memory somewhere in some spaces in time. I want to share. That's been a notion that's been brought forward to me time and time again, and I think that we're ready to now see that expression in as well. So this is very much an awakening and a remembrance space, as much as it is information that you feel like you might not have heard before, but perhaps you have, is what I want to share. So please come forward with an open mind and with an open heart, and making sure that you are looking after yourself in your spaces, because it's going to take a lot for the mental psyche to be breaking down, consciousness to this degree, and then building a new fabric of expression up is what I want to share. And there's been a lot of energy of late. I've been feeling it, everyone in my vicinity has been feeling it, the whole collective is feeling it. And these fractals of expression where, teams are going to go into different avenues, expressions of the collective are going into different avenues. I feel like we have come to that point now, everyone. We are all deciding where we want to go, what our expression is going to be, that is the highest good for us. And, I say we, but almost our higher selves and, those teams of light that are in the oversoul expression of us have been helping us within that expression and to help us seed in where we are supposed to be. So trust where you are being led, and trust in what your soul is telling you at this time, because you can't go wrong if you feel like you are embodying what your soul expression is wanting you to do at this time. So please take some time to ponder on this message. Apologies, I feel like I can't speak right now, everyone. There was a lot of energy being brought forward within this. There is a lot of beings that do not want me to bring any of this information forward, and I feel it ever more encroaching on my spaces whenever I'm trying to bring out such information. So please bear with me. I appreciate your patience and your graciousness in this space, and I'm looking forward to what is to come through this series, because I think that I've been searching for the truth and answers for the majority of my life. My whole entire life path has been up until this moment in this space and in this time. And, I do have to pinch myself and reality check myself daily. And I think if I think about everything that has already been created through the Light Renegades, through myself, I couldn't have guessed the information that I was going to be bringing forward, / would I have chosen to, bring this information forward given my 3D life of existence. Like, absolutely not. This has very much been guided by my oversoul and those beings of light that are in a higher vantage point to me to some degree right now. I'm embodying an essence of me, my oversoul, and many of the fractals of me that are in full awareness of all of this, my Pleiadian self, but somewhere I am still 3D me, and it makes it very difficult sometimes to bridge through that understanding and to sit in my higher self space, my higher heart center space, with all information that comes forward. And if you are not doubting yourself or your spaces and the information that you are receiving, then you are doing something very, very wrong, is what I want to share, because you should be questioning everything at all times. So have that in mind as well, everyone. And, question me in this space. That is completely okay. When I say be respectful, please do it in a kind manner, but I'm open to everyone saying, perhaps this isn't in alignment for myself, or what your expression is. I want to hear it all. I'm here to experience it all. I'm very open to discussion, to debate, however you want to word it. I want to hear everyone's expression and what they've been through in their life, and their expression of their soul, and where they find themselves in their journey, their expanse and their research. I'm very much a soul that just seeks knowledge and the truth somewhere. So I align with that which feels in my heart-centered truth for myself, and in the space of the Light Renegades. And you should be doing that for your spaces too. You have to trust what is being brought forward to you from a heart-centered space above all else, is what I want to share. So sink into the heart space with this vibration of this message brought forward from the Angelic Council, and see if moving forward in this space is going to be for you. But I think that's all for myself and the Angelic Council today, and they'll be back next week with, I guess, the first message of this series of spirituality, religion, and angels, where they've come from and what it all means. I guess buckle up. We're in for another ride of this expression of expanse, everyone. But I do feel ready. I'm anxious, but I'm ready, is what I want to share. And thank you so much for all of your such tender comments and support, and sending me energy over this past weekend. I very much felt it in my spaces, and I'm eternally grateful for you all being here. And if this is where we part ways, thank you for being here, and I hope you find the spaces that feel aligned to you. I know that you will, and I'm sending you so much love in your expanse and where you might find yourself in years to come. But that's all that I've got for today. Take care.